Hi, this is Pam, one of the librarians at the Lincoln Library. This video will show you how to do research for assignments in criminal justice. I'm on Leo on the left margin under quick links. I'm going to click Lake Erie College Home, or I could start with lec.edu. To get to the library's pages, I scroll down to the bottom, click on Library, and you see the storm search box here. You may be familiar with storm search. You can always start your research there. But today I'm going to show you more specific databases for criminal justice. So this one, second from the right, is research guides. And we're going to choose law research. And on this page, we find 3 of the most useful databases for your criminal justice research. So the top one, criminal justice abstracts with full text. And a little further down, Hein Online, and underneath that, JSTOR. So Hein Online is explained in a separate video because it works a little differently than the other databases. In fact, there's a video. It has a link right here underneath the description of Hein Online. So right now I'm just going to talk about the other 2 databases. So criminal justice abstracts. If you've ever done a storm search, then this will look pretty similar. We start with one search box. The difference with criminal justice abstracts is that it's more narrow in its subject, right? Storm search gives us pretty much all of the resources that the library owns, a lot of different topics, a lot of different types of resources, not all scholarly or academic. So criminal justice abstracts is more focused in that topic and also mostly academic journals. I want to research immigration. I know that topic is going to be too wide, but I can start with that and narrow it down. So underneath that search box where I just had immigration, I'm going to click on advanced search. And I'm also going to say United States. And I could choose this one here. And maybe I want to focus on children. And if I scroll down, I should also limit my results to linked full text so that I see the whole article and not just an abstract summary, and also scholarly or peer-reviewed journals. So unlike popular magazines that appeal to the population in general, like People or Sports Illustrated or something, scholarly journals are periodicals that are more technical and specific to that field. It's really for experts in that field or researchers in that field, right? And then the authors of these articles are considered professionals, established professionals in their field, and their work, their writing has been reviewed by their peers and determined to be legitimate research and new information or ideas. And on the bottom right, I'm going to hit search. And we can see on the left margin, it looks similar to storm search. We can move these blue boxes around, change the publication date. Maybe we're just looking for really recent articles in the last couple years or something. We hit subject, kind of breaks down our results into, okay, this is the main subject of these articles. So if we want to make it even more specific, take our research in a certain direction, we can click on one of these boxes and narrow it down just to that number of resources that's in parentheses. Publication is the name of the journal if we want to see that. Language, the language in which it was published. So I'm going to look at a title of a article. That's number 2. When I click on the title, it gives me the basic information. Of course, author's source, so that's the name of the journal and the issue and volume. These subject terms can be helpful. Again, they tell us exactly what the article deals with and helps us in our search if we want to take our search in a certain direction. And the abstract is a summary of the article. And we could already see on the other page, on the results page, this was available in PDF full text, which is the most helpful because obviously then you'll be able to see the whole article right away. And here we can read the article right away on our device. And if we like it, then at the end of our article will be references. And these sources we may also be interested in. What do we do with this article if we like it? Well, these icons on the right margin can help us with that. Google Drive, we can save it there. We can print. This envelope is email. We can email it to ourselves. And the other very helpful one here is this paper icon, Cite. If we scroll down to APA, then we can copy and paste the citation right into our references list in our assignment. I'm going to go back on the upper left corner result list. Sometimes we may be interested in an article that's not available in PDF form, like this first one. So I can click on request this item through interlibrary loan. I need to fill out this form. By the way, the library card number is your LEC ID number. When I'm done filling that out, on the bottom left, I hit submit. Then a librarian will email me with a copy of the article when it's available, so usually a few days, and I can do it that way. So let's go back to our law research databases so I can look at JSTOR. JSTOR covers a lot of different topics, not just criminal justice. Well, we'll take a look. So you don't have to, you can start by typing in something right here in this search box. Like we did with the other one, I'm just going to start with advanced search so I can put in more search terms right away. You can do it either way. Starting with immigration and United States. I'm going to add a search box so I can also focus on children. And below, access type, I'm going to choose content I can access because there are some resources and articles that are not available for free to us on JSTOR. So I just want to see the ones that I can get. I might as well narrow my item type to articles because I want academic journal articles. And then I can fill out this the other stuff if I'd like. And under here is a list of topics or fields. So I can choose criminology and criminal justice if I'd like to. I see there's 11 titles or 11 different journals dealing with that subject. But I decided I'm not going to click on that right now. I'm just going to submit advanced search. So on the left, I can refine my results, put in publication dates and look at the subjects. And to the right of each of the titles of the articles is a download button. So these are all easily available. I can download that. And I can, if I want to save the article in JSTOR, then it'll ask me if I want to register for free. I make a free account and I can save. I have access to 100 articles a month. If I want to, I can save them there if you'd like to do that. And then cite, of course, is important if you're going to use this article. Then I go down to the APA box. I can hit copy, copies it to my clipboard, and I can paste the citation into my references list. And that's about it. If you need any help, please contact a librarian. Thanks.